Hey guys, this is Central Civilian Auditor. Today we're here at the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Region 13 in Perry, Georgia. I'm going to go inside here in just a minute to go follow the, show the video evidence to the GBI officers here and see what they're willing to do or what they can or cannot do. From my understanding, as far as how their involvement is that another agency has to request their services. But because many of my viewers had requested me to contact the GBI, and when I filed a report with the police department on last night, or actually early this morning, against the sheriff in Macon County, I was also advised by the police officer to contact the GBI. So that's what we're here today to do. Don't know if you can see that. Macon, this is Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Alright, anyway guys, so I guess follow along. Alright, here we go. Again, this building is not ADA compliant. For those who may have seen a earlier video, I think it was called "What's Your Name, Jinx?" But hello? Man, that's loud. I need to speak to an agent, please.
Okay, what's your name?
Mr. Dunn?
Mr. Dunn?
Yes, ma'am.
To...
I just need to show him some information real quick.
Okay, are you asking the GBI to conduct the investigation?
I'm asking for the GBI to look over this real quick.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I can help you.
Yeah, I need to show a video to an agent here.
Show me a video.
I guess, if you're the agent, yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm J.T. Ricketson.
Mr. Dunn, how you doing?
All right.
Yeah. Just need to show you this video and let you process whatever you need to process in your mind from there. That's the sheriff.
Can you give me the context?
The whole video is there. I'll be able to provide. I just wanted to show you this part here first.
Absolutely, yeah. You have open records request forms here? Excuse me. You do not have. No, I'm going to be a jerk. Sir, I know you saw that. That's assault. Now you threaten me with the... Sir, I know you just saw that. Sir, who just assaulted me? I know you saw that.
Where are you?
Macon County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
You did out my face. I wasn't in your face. What's your name, sir? Officer, you just witnessed a crime?
And then it goes on and notice.
So this is the guy. I've got a camera.
I'm walking across on the sidewalk, crossing the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
There's no oncoming traffic coming. And
Shady here.
he's obviously across the other side of the street. As one truck goes by, I'm still in front of the driveway.
His feelings got hurt because I was talking to him in any kind of certain way.
Now I'm in the middle now. and I know it's hard to see there, and I know that this is based off of perception at this point, as far as where the vehicle was at, and because of the camera angle and whatnot. I can just show you the video and tell you that I was in the actual walkway, or in the middle. Mute that, because I can't figure out how to pause that right now. I was in the middle of the walkway of the driveway area, and he turns and cuts into me, and he oversteers towards me with the front of his vehicle. It was about this far from actually hitting me. The context is, what happened is I was arrested in Marshallville for doing public photography and doing a story in Marshallville. The police chief has watched my videos before. He admitted that, like, right off the bat. He says he knows who I am, and he said, I've watched you on YouTube and stuff like that. I do investigative journalism, reporting and stuff. What I post on YouTube is mostly First Amendment audit stuff, but I also work in correlation with other medias, providing them third-party information. And he's been following me, I guess, online, and he didn't want me in his town. In fact, that's what he told me. He trumped up charges for disorderly conduct when I was outside, and had me arrested for that, and I was taken to Macon County Jail. After being released on disorderly conduct charges, I came around to ask to file an open records request, so I can get the booking video and audio that's inside, because the chief from Marshallville had came in and made a statement saying that it was because I hurt his feelings, because I called him a dummy, and I made him look like a fool in front of the other people. So I definitely want to have that as evidence on my defense side. So I tried to file for an open records request. And I got the complete interaction of the open request portion in that file. I just didn't want to show you the whole video. I explained to the chief open records request what I was wanting. He was writing it down. And then he handed me a slip of paper, which is the address, a P.O. box. He then wouldn't let me file the open records request. He goes on saying something to the effect of, what happened with you is between you and Marshallville. We don't have anything to do with it. I'm like, well, that's fine. I just need to file the open records request. And he said, you can file whatever you want to, and he leaves. So I'm at the service window, because there's only one window there, and asked the ladies for help. They've got their backs turned to me, won't acknowledge anything. It's a solid window, so I don't know if they can hear if it's soundproof or not. They do have an intercom speaker there. I press it, you can hear it ringing. It rings, and then they hang up the phone thing on it. You hear it click. I'm like, okay. I do it again. A few minutes later, I do it again, and the chief said something to the effect, he said, you press that again, I'm going to throw you in jail. I'll throw you back in jail. And I'm like, I'm just trying to get the request. I'm legally allowed to get that, under the Open Records Act. And so he prevented me from doing that. Then he comes out and, like I said, then he makes the statement saying, that happened between you and Marshallville. We don't have anything to do about that. And, you need to get out of here. Oh, I'm going to arrest you. So I step out under threat of arrest. I mean, I don't need to get arrested for trying to file an open records request. I step out, and that's where you saw, just prior to that, I had stepped out, had it recorded, and he said, you record me? I said, yeah. He said, don't record me. He tries to block. I said, of course I'm going to record us. You just threatened me with arrest. And then it's hard to see perception in cell phone videos as far as distance, but the distance that I was from him was about the same distance we are right now when he turned around and walked up 2 steps, turned around and slapped it out of my hand. I said, the other officer, you saw the other patrol car there, when I had looked, again, you can't see from visual head movement, but I looked at the police officer while we were discussing, and he was actually watching the conversation going on. I can't tell if you heard what was going on and whatnot, but he did witness the guy slap it out of my hand. He's from Montezuma. We were in Macon County, in Oglethorpe. I don't know where they cross over as far as jurisdiction, but he did witness it. Okay. It is the sheriff, and I did try to file a complaint, report the crime. He would not allow anybody else to come out there to talk with me, to take my report. I talked to several other officers out there asking for help, and he threatened me. He said, you keep messing up, or you keep messing around with something to that effect, I'm going to charge you with, obstruction, because I guess they were putting gas into a truck that had 4-wheelers on it in the right across in the same street parking lot. I'm like, all right, so you're gonna make up something else to try to arrest me. Um, the I know that could be automatic, but I was assaulted, or I think the technical and legal term is battered, because it was actually struck. I was threatened, and he also tried to hit me with the patrol car. And I have nobody to report this to. I filed a police report locally here, which is out of their jurisdiction. I sent an email to the governor. I contacted the coroner. The coroner, I guess, only has the authority to issue the warrant. And everybody has told me, the coroner, the police department, and their city council has also come to the GBI. So I came to you guys to show you the video of actually what happened. You can make a copy of the complete video. I was live as well too, which is kind of choppy because of the buffering and stuff.
Sure.
But it'll give you the context of of what happened, and they also had security cameras in the building as well too.
Okay, so you're wanting to file a complaint?
Whatever it needs to do. If it would have been the other way around, I would have been locked up, stuffed and cuffed. You know, to be assaulted by the head guy and threatened. Now the other thing I didn't show you in this video is that as I had somebody come pick me up from there, the person that picked me up as we had pulled up in front of the sheriff's department, they called out my name, which alerted everybody's attention to what was going on. Told them to come up to the corner because I didn't want to be near the police station or the sheriff's office. They turned around, and as they turned around, a black Honda pulls out of the police department. And I had the person pull around in front of the city hall and park there. The black Honda pulled in a few spots over. We backed up, pulled forward, they backed up, pulled forward. We circled a single block 3 times, and this car followed us 3 times. I did confront them, that's in this video as well too. I don't know if it's a police officer or what, but they were following it at that point. We had 2 or 3 different, 2 additional vehicles for sure that were following us, because we did loop-de-loops and lefts and rights, and I mean just the same loop-de-loops, you know. And they continue to follow. Now there's another. Well, I had to make my way back to Marshallville because that's where my vehicle was at. We had a black SUV from Oglethorpe area follow us all the way from there to Marshallville. And that black SUV, when we pulled into the gas station where I was asked to be dropped off at so I could walk to my car, the black SUV pulled into the adjacent parking lot parallel to the gas station. When the vehicle that I was in started to pull out to leave, that other one pulled into the gas station on the opposite side of the gas pumps, and a black male stepped out, and he, with tinted windows, steps out and does like this. And when he steps out, he's got a mask on. I go back to the other car and say, hey, he's got a mask on, let's get the hell out of here. And we went to the police department, to the one that actually arrested me originally for that, and had to get an escort back. I don't know, I can't confirm for sure that the person that was wearing the mask at the gas station that came across had any relation to that other event. The gas station was abandoned. There was no business going on in that gas station. But when the person got out, he made a beeline straight to my vehicle. There were other vehicles in that lot, but he went straight to my vehicle and went to the back and peered into my vehicle. So that tells me that he was there for something other than just to say hello. You know, the threats that he made in that video, compiled with him trying to hit me with a vehicle and being followed by these people, they have my home address, and I'm concerned for the safety of my family.
Okay.
So I'm bringing it to your attention is what I can do. You know, and
Okay. All right. You said your last name was Dunn.
that's correct.
Okay. All right. I've heard what you said. I've heard your complaint. What I have to explain to you is GBI. We were created as an assist agency for local law enforcement. So a concerned citizen or a private citizen cannot request our investigation. What you can do is I can direct you to the district attorney's office that has jurisdiction over Macon County. That would be my suggestion to you, to go to them. If they see fit that there's enough valid to your complaint or whatever, then they would possibly ask GBI, and I can't say I won't speak for them or what they will or
Right.
will not do. What I can tell you is by law, I can't take your citizen complaint and then and open up a criminal investigation. So my suggestion is go to the district attorney's office that has jurisdiction over Macon County.
Okay, can I get that information if you don't mind?
We
Do you
can
have
look
that?
it up for you. I can get somebody.
If you don't mind, so I can make sure I get to the right
It's
person.
out of our territory. We know all of our DAs, but where you're talking about, even though it's the next county over, it's in a whole nother GBI jurisdiction.
Okay,
Our GBI office that covers that area is in Americus, Georgia.
okay,
But if you went there, they would tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Again, I heard your complaint, but I can't take your complaint. We're not gonna, I'm not allowed to do anything from a citizen request. If you look in the law, it's under the establishment of our agency. If you're a judge, a governor, DA's office, sheriff, chief, even a fire chief if he thinks there's an arson. So there's a select group of people, and it's specified in the law of who can actually request GBI to look into any matter. And it has to be a criminal matter. We don't look into anything that's civil.
okay. Well, that's definitely criminal.
Well, I'm not making a judgment
Right, no, understand.
on what you have.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, that would be, again, we are also finders of facts, so we would, investigate whatever, and then the prosecutor is the one that determines is there a law violation there or not. So,
Do you happen to have a list of people who are authorized to request your assistance into an investigation out of curiosity, or where I can look that up?
not normally, I mean, we don't just keep that.
No, I don't mean specific
But
names,
it's-
but titles, like,
All right, I can tell you right now,
Okay.
governor
okay,
can certainly request us, a police chief, a sheriff, a superior court judge.
okay,
Sometimes mayors request us, it just depends on what's going on. If he has an issue that he thinks, district attorneys, the attorney general, but generally that's pretty much the group of people.
That's the
There's a-
address, that's the PO box and the telephone
It's
number.
but it gives you a phone number.
okay,
That is the district attorney's office that covers Macon County.
okay.
So that's who I would suggest going to, because again, they may or may not look into that. They may get their own investigators to do it. I won't speak for what they will or will not do.
Are there other options other than the GBI to investigate a sheriff's involvement? Because it's a little different, because with municipal police, there's other avenues you can go to, like city councils and
Yeah,
mayor.
you got the city council and mayor, but again,
sheriff's elected,
well,
so,
the sheriff is elected. He's a constitutional officer.
right,
And so again, you can go to the district attorney's office. You can check with the superior court judge, and you said you contacted the governor.
I sent an email through the,
But
Contact
again,
things.
the governor can certainly request our services.
okay. All right, well, I appreciate your information and time on that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And thank you for looking at the video.
Civil route.
Yeah, well, again, that's a
Yeah,
whole nother-
well, like I said-
you'd have to get an attorney for
Yeah,
that.
and civil is a little bit different, but like I said, civil is basically suing them and stuff. There's no actual remedies to preventing the actions that happen or any future actions that may occur physical to me or my family. And like I said, that's what I'm concerned with. And I'm trying to get some law enforcement to look into this matter, because he is the sheriff, the highest guy there. And as you saw in the video, him striking me, and I know the audio is a little hard to hear here, but I typed it in so you could see what it is. But I'll be happy to provide a copy to you if you'd like to have a copy.
Yeah, again,
You
my
gotta wait till
suggestion
that-
is go to the DA first,
Okay.
because again, by law, I can't start anything.
Okay. And this is the DA that you offer there.
That is
Okay.
their circuit.
I will contact them then, and we'll see on that then.
I'm not sure who the.
Appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
And I just go by JT.
JT,
Jason.
Jason, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for looking at the video.
No, no problem.
I'll put that back for you.
That's okay. I got it. I made the mess. I'll fix it.